Aries, this message is going to be for you for November 2023. However, when you see it, if it resonates with you, then it's meant for you. Sorry I didn't get all the zodiac signs out yesterday. It took me a long time to get the ones done that I did get done, so I'm finishing these up today for the month of November. This, again, is going to be for Aries. Now, before I even started this reading, I was getting messages for Aries, and the first message that I received was dress to impress. Now, I don't know exactly what that means, but what I got from it is there may be some of you who are trying to bring a new type of energy into a situation. This could be a situation with a career path. This could be a situation with a lover or somebody that maybe you're interested in or what have you. But I did feel like there was this thing about your image, whatever your image is now. You was wanting to change that, or maybe you've already changed that and been working on that for quite some time, or what have you. And then the second message that came out was making things right. So there's definitely this energy of maybe there is something from the past that you wanted to revisit, and you're at this point in your life where you feel like you're capable of doing so. There may be some communication that needs to be had at this time. There's definitely been a pretty big change and transformation in your world, or maybe in the world of somebody else that may be involved here. However, there's definitely been some transformation. I do feel like there's a little bit of sitting on the fence, kind of going back and forth with should I or shouldn't I. Again, I'm getting that message of dress to impress. So I feel like there's this sense of having to make something up to somebody, or, making a situation better than what it was before. Either way it goes, there is this message of light and dark. So there could be like the angel and the devil on the shoulder, the angel giving you a heads up, inspiring you to go in this direction, to do this or do that, communicate your wants, needs, and desires, or maybe even make an amends with somebody. Because I do feel with both of these cards, the decision is to reach out to someone, make an amends. Making things right, again, is another message that came out in the very beginning. But the devil on the shoulder is that aspect of you that is like, well, if I do this, though, it's probably just going to turn out the same exact way that it did before. But you got to remember that there's been a lot of changes, a lot of transformation, a lot of things that have been built up, so to speak. And I feel like this is a good built up, meaning there has been some pretty significant changes in either your life or yours and somebody else's life. If this is referring to a career reading for you, then this could just be that you've changed some aspects of yourself that have helped you to see things a little bit differently about this career path, and now it's time to communicate your wants, needs, and desires to whoever this employer is. Either way it goes, I feel like you've been in this energy of asking for messages from spirit as to what your next step should be. For many of you, you've been in this state of indecision because you wasn't exactly for sure what you should communicate, or what it is that maybe how long. I'm getting like this message of like how long it's been. It may have been a really long time since you've talked to somebody about this career path or about this relationship or what have you, but spirit is saying it's time to now get out of that isolation. You've been in some sort of deep introspection for quite some time. For some of you, I feel like this could even be like months or years for you. And we have 766 and 66. So you guys might want to look those up on Sacred Scribes. But there's a message of getting out of isolation and starting to put action into a situation or something. You may feel like you've got many paths that you can go at this time. You may feel like if you just show this person or this career or whatever it is your true colors, that all will be well. But I really feel like it's not going to go that easy. I do feel like some of you have really been going back and forth with this ego type of energy, and it's kind of put some walls up. So first and foremost, there needs to be some walls that are brought down. There may also be some boundaries that were set at some time that some of you are feeling like, now that these boundaries are set, if I go in this direction, it could make somebody mad. It could make somebody see me differently or what have you. But I feel like if you go and approach this with a gentle soul, with unconditional love, with compassion, with passion, even, that this person or this career for you is going to look completely different to them. So I do feel like there's not much to worry about. Now, we do have submission on the bottom, which is talking about surrendering something over to the care of God, to the care of universe, to the care of something that is, higher power than you. I do feel like you've been feeling like you're a little bit of a caged bird. You're somebody who has been in isolation for quite some time. And, you know, it's time to get out of this cage, so to speak. The door's been open for quite some time is what Spirit is saying, as indicated here in the picture. So it's time for you to fly. It's time for you to get out and explore things, maybe even new options. Maybe you found out during this isolation and this big change that you've been making that, you know, this person or this situation with a career may not even be the best thing for you. However, either way it goes, you've been getting either signs and synchronistic things that are happening that are leading you towards the right thing or back towards something that you had already been thinking about in the first place, whether it be a career path or a connection with somebody. Which cards? Thank you. I get the feeling that there's been a lot of healing, some type of healing. This could be physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically. There could be some things that have been cleared and released, and I'm feeling like there's an awareness about something that has been changed. The Child of the Cosmos tells me that there's this energy of tapping into the heart space. This is your deep internal knowings. This is, you know, where you get your claircognizance from. This is, some of you are connected deeply with the Akashic records or either with past versions of yourself, which is helping you to move forward in this situation with whatever it is for you. But they're saying, you know, you've tapped into some sort of deep inner knowings, and it's probably because of the time in isolation. However, again, this time of isolation should be gone, or it should be something that you're moving out of. And now it's time to use the knowledge that you have came into during this time of isolation and use it for the betterment of this situation, whatever the situation may be for you. We do have messenger energy, which is saying that it's time to make a decision. I feel like you've been going back and forth with some sort of decision about communicating some sort of wants, needs, and desires. I do also feel like there's still a message of boundaries. So I get a feeling like some of you may feel like there's too many boundaries that are in your way. But I'm really feeling like until you put action into this situation, that you're not going to see that these boundaries aren't as stiff, so to speak, as what you think that they may be. Anyhow, there is a message of balance and harmony that is coming in. This is after a decision has been made. I'm hearing yes, yes, yes. So it's time for you to decide which door to open, so to speak. You could have multiple doors that are opening for you at this time for career paths, for anything that has to do with your emotions. I'm even feeling like there may be some things that are coming to you at this time that are helping you to fulfill some sort of sense of peace, some sort of sense of joy, or maybe even unconditional love for some of you. But this is a wild card telling me that, you know, the choice is yours. You are ultimately the designer of your world. What do you want it to look like? So ask yourself the questions, you know, am I moving towards that in which I dream of, desire, want to manifest, or am I moving away from that? And if you're moving away from those things, then Spirit is saying, you know, you're not really paying attention to the desires of your heart or what your heart has been telling you. So make sure that you're really getting into like this introspection and asking, you know, am I moving in the right direction? Because I feel like many of you are taking the easy way out, or, you know, you're listening to the devil or the darkness instead of the light that has given you inspiration to move forward in this situation. Trust where you're being led at this time. Both of these cards scream out to me that you're going to be led in a different direction or towards something that maybe you've been thinking of, however, have been incapable for whatever reason, whether it be willpower or, you know, you've just decided because of your ego or what have you, not to go in that direction. It's now time for you to trust where you're being led, go in the places where you're being led, and see where it takes you, because I really believe that some of you are on your way to having some sort of fulfillment in a situation, whether it be with a relationship or a career, it doesn't really matter. Another card of balance. This is a turquoise card. This is also talking about communication. Communication is definitely going to bring in solutions as well as balance into a situation. Problems are definitely being solved at this time. And I feel like it's because, again, you're getting tapped into your deep internal knowings. You're going with what your knowings are telling you. You're learning to trust in the process of why the things are happening the way that they are happening, or why there was so much time that passed, or whatever it may be. So make sure that you're going in the direction that Spirit is telling you to go in. Things will work out. We do have my dormant DNA is awakening. I will now remember who I am, where I came from, understanding the divinity within. Much love to you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.